Wait, don't buy an iPad yet. Something huge is happening behind the scenes at Apple Park. 2026 isn't just another year for updates. It's a total calculated reset for the entire iPad lineup. Have you noticed the silence? The standard entry level? iPad, the one most people buy, hasn't been updated in forever. We're on the 10th generation now, but the 11th and 12th are missing. No events, no press releases, nothing. It's weird, right? You might be wondering why Apple is holding back their most affordable tablet. Usually, this thing gets refreshed like clockwork. But there's a massive reason for this delay, and it's all about strategy. Apple is stalling. They are waiting. They won't release the next budget iPad until they can make it work perfectly with Apple Intelligence. Right now, the entry iPad costs about $349. Inside, it runs an older A16 chip. That chip is good, but it can't handle Apple's big new AI features, but everything changes in March 2026. That is when the 12th generation iPad is tipped to arrive. And here's the shocker. It's expected to jump all the way up to the A18 chip. Think about that for a second. Moving from an A16 to an A18 isn't just a small, routine update. This is a monumental shift. The main reason for this massive leap is simple. Apple Intelligence. By 2026, Apple wants every single device they sell new to fully support their AI ecosystem. They cannot afford to leave their best-selling entry tier iPad behind while the rest of the world moves into AI. So, they are waiting for the A18 to be ready for the budget model. Reports also suggest this new iPad will finally get 8 GB of RAM. That is a huge, necessary upgrade for the entry-level tablet, especially to keep that new AI running smoothly. There's even some quiet chatter about potential support chips, maybe an N1 or a C1X, to boost connectivity like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. But let's be clear. The headline here is strictly performance and memory. If you're hoping for a fancy new design, you need to temper your expectations. Visually, there will be no surprises. The current look was introduced 2 generations ago, and Apple is sticking with it.
How?
You'll still get a 10.9-inch screen and a physical power button with touch. It will have USB-C, but it will almost certainly be limited to slower USB 2.0 speeds. Don't expect compatibility with the Apple Pencil Pro either. Should stick with the current USB-C pencil. There won't be an old screen, and there certainly won't be ProMotion. This exact lack of visual evolution is why the delay feels so intentional. Paul didn't need to redesign the chassis. They just couldn't launch a 12th generation device in good conscience that couldn't run their new, defining software platform, but the base iPad isn't arriving alone in March 2026. It's launching right alongside a refreshed iPad Air. The Air will still come into familiar sizes, an 11-inch model and a 13-inch model. Under the hood, the new Air is expected to step up to the M4 chip. This completely aligns with Apple's established pattern. They always like to keep the iPad Air exactly one processor generation behind the flagship Pro line. Since the current iPad Pro is already running the super-fast M5 chip, the M4 fits perfectly. However, the latest leaks point to a very pleasant, surprising boost in memory, up to 12 GB of RAM. That extra RAM is massive. It's designed specifically to help the Air handle much more advanced multitasking and professional workflows than before. But don't expect a revolution with the screen just yet. The display technology will likely remain a standard. LCD panel at 60 Hz. This generation is likely the final frontier before OLED and maybe ProMotion finally trickle down to the airline. Later, in 2026, however, is when things get really exciting. The iPad mini is slated for its most dramatic overhaul in years. We're talking about a transformation. Current rumors suggest an eye-watering leap all the way to an A20 Pro chip. Let that sink in. This is a scaled version of the same chip that will debut inside the absolutely top-tier iPhone 18 Pro Max. But even more important than that incredible processor, the new Mini is strongly rumored to adopt an OLED display. And not just old with 120 Hz ProMotion technology. If this rumor is true, and it seems like it might be. This change effectively catapults the Mini out of the casual category and squarely into semi-professional territory. You can expect Other modern flagship specs too, like lightning-fast USB 3 data transfer speeds staying on board. But be warned, these ultra-premium features and components come with a cost. The current starting price for an iPad mini is $499. Realistically, adding all this pro-level technology will lead to a price hike. Experts are forecasting a very realistic $100 increase, which would push the new pro-level iPad mini's entry price up to $599. So when we look at 2026 as a whole, it really shapes up to be the year where the iPad finally rediscovers and refines its identity. By pushing even the base model to the powerful A18 chip, Apple is sending a clear message. Cheap absolutely does not mean obsolete. This move ensures every new iPad customer is pulled into the Apple Intelligence universe immediately. If you are a student looking for a durable machine, or a casual user who just wants to browse and watch movies, this 12th generation iPad is going to be the undeniable, absolute best value for money we have seen from Apple in over a decade. It's an unbeatable deal. However, for tech enthusiasts like us, the real star of 2026 isn't the budget model or the Air, it is the new iPad mini. Putting a stunning old screen and incredibly smooth ProMotion inside that tiny, highly portable form factor turns it into the ultimate portable powerhouse. It creates a completely new product category. In my opinion, if you can stomach the inevitable price hike, this new Pro Mini will easily be the single most exciting tablet of the entire year. It's the perfect blend of extreme portability and raw, uncompromising performance. Well, if you like the video, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the latest tech.